Hello, 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 everyone. This is your host, the real Lovey C. And I know it's early in the daytime, but you know, my co host and I have to do things when we can do it, honey. So we're doing it in the daytime. And please feel free, join the chat, say hello, let me know that you're thinking about us. Today we're discussing Ready to Love Season 5, Episode 6, the backup plan. Yes, and my co-host is Prissy. So while we wait on Prissy to come in, um, would like to know how's everybody been doing. Um, yes, it's Friday, and the new episode of Ready to Love does come on tonight. We got Prissy in the house, and she made it in. Let me bring Prissy in. Hey, girl.
Hey, the lovely C. How
How
are
you?
you?
So I am the real Lovey C, and you are Prissy.
Hold on. I think I gotta.
You put it up right. You put it up right. You put it up right. You got so I am the real Lovely C and my co-host is Prissy. So y'all know she's still new to this. I told her don't put a real name, so she ain't putting a real name up here. This is her nickname, and she's been my best friend for over 30 years. So why not share this opportunity with her, and she's supporting her girl. So y'all, last episode was so good and disappointing at the same time. So we're down to we will be down. Now we're down to six ladies. I don't know what happened. Chrissy just went out. I don't know. Maybe she hit something and she went out. Chrissy, you went out. I don't know what happened. She just went out. I'm gonna try to give her a few more minutes to come in. If not, I'm gonna get started with it. So I can't keep y'all holding. Here she comes. She back in.
Sorry.
Okay. You went out, you came back in. I was getting ready to get started. So, Ready to Love, Season 5, Episode 6. It was titled The Backup Plan. Single men and women look for true love and marriage, enduring relationships. Tommy challenges the men to test their connections by taking their backup plans. New romances blossoms, old friendships Spotify. Some things get confusing, and allegation threatens to the process. So, y'all, there's a lot going on with this episode. Um, there's just a lot going on. If you in the chat, y'all know my favorite thing. Let me put this up. Join the what? Join the conversation. Yes, hold on. Let me put this up. Join the conversation, please. Let me know that you're here. Say hello um, to my co-host. Her name is Prissy. I know Miss Mary in the chat. She always number one. So just somebody say hello. Y'all know I like purple hearts. If you don't feel comfortable in the chat now, and maybe you at work because it is earlier, please leave us a comment after the show and let me know what you think about this episode, and um what do you think about the people on the show. So let's start out with Dakia and Eric. Okay, so Dakia is Eric's strongest connection. Now remind you, these dates that they are going on, they're the backup people. These are a case, these number ones that they have don't work. They're now going to engage with their number two, okay, to see if there is a chance that they can have a connection. And we got some that got more than one We got one person that got three. He trying out three. So that's how that's going. So the kid is Eric's strongest connection, but his second option is Carmen. Y'all all know how I feel about Carmen. They have had a history. They have had a history for years, so they make things a little shaky. I wanted you, and something always happen. They say that don't, and they don't follow through with it. Now Eric gets a chance to see if they have a connection. Carmen is nervous and never gets nervous, but the date with Eric makes her feel this way. But Eric wants to feel Carmen more. Eric was honest. He did have another connection. He was honest with her to let her know that he did have another connection, and she knew it because she walked in the kitchen on it being very rude. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling and that he was feeling the kid, so he was honest with Carmen about how he felt. He admitted that he did share a kiss with Carmen and was not shocked. She commented that she was desperate, and she applied that the kid was a desperate woman. I didn't agree with her, and I truly believe that they had a connection. But little did she know that the kid was Eric's first choice and she was the backup plan. So what you think about that, Priscilla?
Well, like you said, Carmen is so confident in herself. I think she just feel like any man she wants, she can get if she, if she put herself out there. I didn't particularly like what she said about the Kia, right? Was it the Kia?
The kid.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like what she said that she was desperate and everything. That I think that was putting her down, and I didn't think that was very appropriate of her to say. Yep, she was the backup player and she didn't know it. So personally, I hope he goes to with the Kia, but hey, that's just my opinion. I guess because Carmen's so confident in herself, to me it almost looked like she pushy.
Like she almost like she pushes okay, I hear echo. It's almost like she pushes herself to these men, and she's so confident, but it's more of a sexual throw that she throws
Right,
at them.
right,
She
right.
throws the sexual talk, she
Mhm,
throws her body and
mhm.
her body language. Everything is sexual with them, and with every date that she's gone on, that is something that's been said in the conversation,
Right.
um something sexual, even if it's no more than like in the last episode, Paul feeding her the pickle. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
mean, yes, it's cute, but we all know what that meant. You understand
Mhm.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know,
but mhm.
but you don't give all your goods up at one time, and you lead to some flirtation, but you don't lead to it all. So I think with this group love feeding each other. They gotta be feeding each other. We got one feeding clams, one feeding steak. You know, everybody except for one couple on this episode fed somebody something. And
That's
in the
right.
last episode, almost the same thing. It's like it's their body language. You understand what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with it, but you don't want to give up so much at one time. None of these ladies know that they are the backup plan. These men have other choices, first choices, but they don't know the time. This is Tommy curveball, and Tommy always throwing a curveball, and this curveball was to see if you had something with your backup person, your number two.
Mhm.
So what the kid, what Carmen don't know is she's the backup number two. Okay, but see, they got a history. Um, he did an event for her. Um, so they're friends, prior associates or whatever prior to the show. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Which can get in the way of this process. It can get in the way. You understand what I'm saying? Because they are friends. So I wish that they would Carmen would taper it down a little bit and not be so rude. You understand? Because to me, she comes off very rude. It's nothing wrong with feeling confident. And as a woman, you're supposed to feel confident, but don't always feel confident being sexual. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't lead a man up to nothing because all he gonna want to do your everything about you is sexual. That's the same thing with Precious. You understand? And how they did Precious, you know, um, they said she liked the nightclub life. You know what I'm saying? And she came off very sexual. And then we know where that landed her. Without giving it away yet. So where was I? Little did she know that the kid was Eric's first choice and she was the backup plan. Okay, it's no secret. He said it's no secret how I felt about Carmen ever since the beach house incident when Carmen was just rude when she entered the kitchen. And the kid and Eric was having a conversation. There was many ways that she could have cut into the conversation. She could have cut into the conversation with a little class, but all being there, I think everyone can agree, you know, but they do a lot of they do a lot of flirting between them two, back and forth. At that scene, she could have came in there and say, "Hey, girl, can I get Eric for a couple of minutes? You'd have had a little time. Can I butt in?" That's normally how it goes. But you just gonna bogart your way in, and you know you the ish. You know what I'm saying? And he tell them both, you know, that you're special. You know you my number one. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and we're going to find out some things about Carmen, not Carmen, the kid and Eric in the next episode. I don't know what happened, but we will find out in the next episode. So let's go talk about Demetrius and Tina had a date. That was very shocking to me. She was very surprised that he asked her out on a date because now she's one of the youngest. Okay, now Tina is the one that Tommy bought on the show for Wiley. Now Wiley has gone home, but Tina also made it known that she liked older men. Okay, she has a 2-year old daughter, and she did go through domestic violence in her relationship, and she's out of that relationship, and now she's ready to love, and she knows what she wants, and she's not taking, you know, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? As it should be. Okay, so she was surprised that he asked her out on the date, because with the kisses and nibbling on the ear took her by surprise, because she know his strongest connection is Sabrina. Tina's strongest connection is Paul. She find him attractive. She finds very attractive and say he wants it. But Demetrius said he wants a wife after this process. And overhand, what they both are looking for is transparency and consistency. What do you think about that?
Um, I saw when they went out on a date, and Demetrius, he just came right out and told her, "I want a wife. I want this." I thought it was a process that they had to go through this, but I find that they are telling each other that they want to be married and they want, to be a, when the show is in, that's what they want. So when he told her that, to me, it looked like she changed face a little bit. I'm not.
Well, she was surprised because, okay, she was surprised because she know his strongest connection is Sabrina.
True.
Okay, she know that's his strongest connection. So this group is different from the last group.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
this
yeah.
group knows what they want. This group is an older group, you understand what I'm saying, and they not really playing games. They'd have been in long, it seems to be, this group has been in long-term relationships, you understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and they're older and they know what they want, and they're not selling for less. And if you're not on that radar, then I ain't trying to go there. But you got to go with the process. They got into a big argument at the gentleman club, you know, at the end, Eric or Laverne, I think it was Laverne made a suggest. It was Laverne who made a suggestion. If it's somebody out there you want, man, just say it, so the
Mhm.
other person can back off. It's what he was saying. And him and Demetrius kind of had words. We don't need you to tell us how the process work. We know how the process work. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, in other words, he was saying the person that he was feeling, if you feeling her, I need for you to let me know. So, or so you don't butt in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He making plans ahead of time, ready to buy gifts and everything. Instead, first thing you put up a tree, but you got all this. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. So it really went on and went on. So let's get on Donovan. Donovan is the last one to come. We call him the baby cub and he is handsome as he wants to be. He is something good to look at, and he has a good conversation.
He's the eye
But the,
candy.
but I don't want. But before we get on Donovan, I want to go back to Demetrius and Tina. Tina has been through a lot. So when she seen this kiss, and the nibbling over the ear, she already knows that that's his first connection, his strongest connection. Okay, she ain't stupid. She may be in her 30s, but she ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? And she knows what she wanted, and she has that child. So in the same token, he had to come with, yes, I want a wife, I want this, I want that. He ain't tell Sabrina none of that. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, he telling her not to date anybody else. I got you. Ain't gonna be no games. Like he putting his card in, and he also mentioned, you know, I can go on many dates as I want to, and me and Sabrina would pick up right where we left off and still feel the same. I thought that was real awkward. You know what I'm saying? You got some relationships like that, like if you having an affair or something. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You might have a husband at home, and we know about your husband and the wife, but when I go see you, everything picks up wherever it left off. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the vibe that he gave me when it came to her. She's not stupid, and I really don't think that she fell for it. She played his game.
Yeah.
She played his game. She went along with his conversation, but I like to see where it's gonna go. If because his strongest connection is Sabrina, and now his backup plan is Tina. So he's telling Tina things that he didn't even share with Sabrina. So I find that very interesting. So getting back on who was it? Donovan. Now Donovan has three connections. Three women that he's interested in. And that's Sabrina, Carmen, and Ikea. He busy. He
Yes, he is.
busy. So on the last episode, we had one guy that had to narrow it down because he had four connections, honey, and that was a hard narrow down. So if y'all in the room, please say hello. Thank y'all for joining me. I would love to read some see you in the chat and read some of your comments and telling me what you think about the show. Um, my co-host is Prissy. Show us some love. If you're not comfortable in the chat, please leave a comment before. When you enter the room, please hit that like button. Share this video so it can help with the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I also want to thank all my subscribers because my day ones and my new subscribers, I do appreciate you very much. Y'all been rocking with me, and I do appreciate it. So let's get back on Donovan. So like I said, Donovan has three interests, and that's Sabrina, Carmen, and Dakia. So he has his hands full, but he is the new kid on the block. He is looking for someone to adapt to. He has a child and he has been divorced. He talked with Sabrina and wanted to know um, was there a chance for another person to come in after what he saw it with her and Demetrius? Everybody is talking about that kiss on the ear and that kiss on the mouth between her and Demetrius. So everybody knows that this is their strongest connection. Everybody knows this. Now we just finished talking about this with the last couple. Now here we go again. Now it's vice versa, and it's on Sabrina. So Sabrina said, yes, there was um there y'all my notes getting stuck. There was, and it is her strongest connection that and it was his strongest connection, and he wanted to take her out again. You know, he said that Sabrina was his strong connection. They had a good conversation, and he's not opposed to having kids again. None of that. He wants a relationship. Um he wants a family. Now, he come from a 12-year relationship. So he's starting all over again, but he does have a good co-parenting with his ex-wife, and they still get along. And I think that is good because sometimes, okay, he has a young little girl, and I'll get back into that. And he wanted to take Sabrina out again. So, what do you think about that,
Mhm. Sabrina and who did you say?
Donovan?
Oh, Donovan. He's so handsome. Um, if I'm trying to remember their date. They did it kind of quickly. So if both of them agree to want to go out again, I think they should try to get more into their relationship just to see where it takes them. If it's if it's time for them to do that. But that just all depends, Sabrina, well,
Okay.
I think it'll be okay. But I don't know if they're gonna have time to do that. You think they're gonna have time to go out again on the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, but maybe
Yeah.
they should. Maybe
Yeah.
because I don't think they had enough time to really get into each other. And Donovan is the
But
new
see,
guy.
they don't just, they can still see each other. They can exchange phone numbers. They can see each other during the week. It's not just on that show this
Okay,
particular
okay.
day, so they can still see, like, if you, like I was telling you, my last video had you looked at, if you looked at the weekend conversations, go
Hmm.
back and look at that, and I shared some pictures of Carmen with Laverne with her legs up on them.
What? I got to go to that. I
Yeah,
got to go to that.
so
Carmen a
yes,
hot
so
mess.
just because it say weekend conversations, my weekend conversations is stuff that happened during the week, things that I see in the news, and it's more of hot topics, pop culture, and news flash. It's something, a little bit of something that happened all week. So being that I do talk about Ready to Love, I added that, and those have pictures of things
Okay.
that I talk about. So just because it say weekend conversations or in the weekend conversations, go back and look at it, because it's things in there that you, things that happened during the week. We talked about this show. So this show is in it. Something that happened in the news is in it. So it's hot topics. Whatever it's hot topics that's going on, it's in there. You understand what I'm saying? And I show pictures and I share my screen and things like that. So if you're not familiar with the weekend conversations, look at the other videos that I put up. You know what I'm saying? You'll be surprised, just because it say weekend conversation. It's things that happen during the week, hot topics and all. Like I said, pop culture and news flash, and something that I've talked about during the week. Okay, it's more like a recap. Okay, so let's get on. Clifton had a date with the Kia. They seem to hit it off. They also talked about joy, because joy is his strongest connection. He's feeling the both of them, and he wanted to see how the Kia was after her 9 to 5, because she has a 9 to 5 um persimmon with her. You know, she the I got tongue tied tongue. I'm still tongue tied. Okay, the last time he had a date on her with her, it was right after she got off work. So this time it's the nighttime when he had a date with her. He fed her clams, and she don't really like clams. So, but he fed them to her, and we all know what they say, of all dishes to eat is clams. I don't eat clams, but they say it helps you with your stimulation.
Yeah, that
It
and
helps,
oysters.
and oysters. So it helps you with your stimulations. And she didn't really like it, but she ate it, and she said it was the best one she's ever had. So they did a lot of flirting, going back and forth. So in the deliberation, she was still up there. You know what I'm saying? When it was, cause so she's still one of the top ones, but she's still a backup. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And so Paul and Joy went out on a date, but they both agreed that they are better off as friends.
Yeah,
You know,
I think so.
y'all know how I feel about Paul. I
But
want Paul to go home, but I still think him and Tina is gonna end up hitting it off. That's who I think that he's gonna connect with. And they both said that they have the, what do you call it? The they're in the friend zone. You
yes,
understand what I'm
mhm,
saying? But Joy is not seeing anyone else. She's okay. It's just like now Clifton is willing to see a backup person. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Have a backup plan. But Joy isn't because she's so caught up into Clifton.
right.
And this is why she was caught up in deliberation when it came to the end, because she's not really open with the process of dating other people, and she almost got eliminated. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She's ready to love, but she was on that block of getting eliminated. Because at the end, it comes down to two people.
yeah.
One is um one is going home, and the other one, just like Precious in the last one, they sent what her name, A2 home, a somebody home, and because
AP.
of her AP, they sent AP home because she still had feelings for her husband. Okay, but Precious survived it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a warning sign. So they
Yeah,
giving you, they letting you know ahead of time, if you get saved, why you got saved, and
right.
why you um on the board for elimination. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the process of this. And just because you get on that board, don't mean you're going home. But it's an eye awakening. You got to bring your game. You understand what I'm saying? You got to bring your game. Okay, so like they both agree they're better off as friends. So Laverne has a date with Ace, and Joy said she has given her heart. She said he makes her feel like a little girl. Ace has a lot of love language. He's looking forward to seeing her again and locking her in. So they did have a connection. You know, so what do you think about Ace and Laverne?
They did, like you said, they did have a connection. Um, she has now he bought her some was it him that bought her some cream and he was massaging her arms and stuff? So I guess he was trying to show her that he has the language of love through touching. And she seemed to like that. Um but I felt like I felt like they didn't really have a connection. That's what I felt like. But they might have. I just didn't feel it like she did because Ace is so soft spoken and you know she did a little flirting, but I just didn't feel the connection. I didn't.
I
They
think
might
they
have.
I think they have a connection. Um, but
Really?
I think Laverne is like in the deliberation room. He made it known that he's going after Ace, and that could be his wife. He's already picking out gifts for. And Tommy, like, already, this was your backup
Oh,
choice.
I remember
You
that.
know, okay, so this is your backup choice, and you ready to buy the ring too?
Uh-huh. That's what
you
he
know,
said. Oh
you
wow.
know, first you put up the tree, and now he already got her gift ready. So
Yeah. He's moving a little fast, don't you think?
he's moving fast, but I think he's gonna be eliminated because he's not opening to the process. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after elimination is down to right now is 7 women, and when elimination time come, it's going to be 6 women.
Right.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying? So I think he's moving too fast, and in the last couple of episodes, he's been distant.
Yes.
At the beach house, he was distant. And I think he was absorbing everything in, really watching who's mingling with who and who's not mingling with who, and because he don't want to step on nobody's toes. And I think that's why he made that comment. If it's somebody that you like, don't be afraid to say it,
Right.
so nobody will step on your toes for your connection. And that's where he was getting at. And that's why him and Demetrius had words like, I don't need you to give me um can any advice on the process. You just getting here and you ain't got the process. You understand what I'm saying? Because you already buying a ring for Christmas, and we in what month? Okay, so even though it was filmed it was filmed in the summer. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the beach house, and of course we just looking at it, and it's cold.
But you also
So
know, Lovely C, that when he said that Donovan didn't like it at all because Donovan is a
no,
new person. That's why I say he's moving so fast. I think he's moving too fast. And you can't just pick one that you want because somebody else is going to be interested in the one you pick. Then what you going to do about that?
it's the process.
Okay.
So, in other words, he's trying to put his mark down. He's trying to put his mark down on it. You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
not going to
He's
work.
trying to he's trying to put his mark down, and it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, and he's gonna be. If I really believe, when it comes to elimination, Laverne is going to be sent home. I really believe that
Maybe.
he's going.
It might be. Yeah, maybe.
I think I think he'll get sent home before Joy. Because
Yeah.
Joy have other dates. You understand? But
I
like I
like
want you
Joy.
to right. But just because we see them dating this person on TV, they still give their phone numbers to other people, and they have dates outside the cameras. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how another reason how they pick connections. But like in the beginning when Wiley and Tina had their first blind date, he locked her number in the phone. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So locking that number in the phone, I can see you another time. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
So
Mhm.
you just coming in to Ready to Love. This is my second season watching it because I got into it last time. Um,
Yeah.
I was reviewing it with the candy shop, and that was my homework assignment. And I
Okay.
really enjoyed it, just like she did me. I'm doing you, giving you the homework assignment, and
All right.
you enjoy the show. You understand what
Yes.
I'm saying? Because
Yes.
in the beginning, it's kind of confusing, but because you got to learn all the names. But after you get into the show is good. The
Yes.
show is good. So when I
Mhm.
give you an assignment, just say, I, lovely. I don't really like this, but I'm gonna look at it because you'll find that you will like it. Okay, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
put. I ain't never served you wrong. 30 some years. I ain't never did you wrong.
Well, I
Okay,
got into it.
and you're doing real good. You're doing real good, and you seem to be enjoying the content because when you can't get on here, you be mad.
I
you be
sure do.
mad. You be mad. Last week you was mad. So
Yeah.
even though we doing it in the daytime, we still got viewers watching, and that's good. So what I would like for everybody to do is like it when you come in the room. Before you exit out, hit that like button, please. I can't stress that enough because it builds up my algorithm. If you have social media, share it with your friends. You know what I'm saying? We begging for likes over here, honey. Yes, we are. I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm trying, and I'm looking for subscribers. So if you're on that subscribe mode and you share it with somebody, tell them to subscribe. You know, put in your little information, subscribe. It's worth it. And we got more shows coming up, and I got more stuff playing. So it's good. So let's get on the next person, and we almost done. Tori and Precious had their date. You know, he was feeling some kind of way when he put all his eggs in a basket, one basket, and that was with Sabrina. They had a lot of sexual history, and they shared a kiss. Precious wasn't feeling that kiss.
No, she wasn't. No, she was
You
not.
know what I'm saying? Normally she miss flirty, but she was not. The kiss caught her off guard.
Yeah.
You know, but Tori said he only wants Sabrina, and that's who he's
Yeah.
going after. He's going after
Yeah.
Sabrina. I don't care who likes Sabrina. He's going after Sabrina.
I
Okay,
wish him luck
so
with that.
I wish him luck too, because Sabrina is one of the favorites. She's one of the favorites, and she got quite a few just running behind her. So the guys meet, y'all, at the guys meet back up with Tommy, and it's time to send a lady home. Precious has the least connection, and Joy was on the friend zone. The guys sent Precious home. She was not ready to love, but they did let Joy know that she needed to step her game up, because she only connected with Clifton and she's not using the tools that Tommy gave. Okay, she needs to go outside of her box a little bit more.
Right.
But okay, so before it goes off, it's the lady's turn to come, to meet with Tommy. And they only show a vague part of it. You know, he let them know it's 6 women remaining. But before they can get started, Dakia was there and said an incident happened between her and Eric. She no longer wants to date Eric. And Eric was one of her biggest connections. You know, one is his first connection, and she feeling him. So I don't know what happened, but Eric tells Tommy in the next episode something about Eric that he hurt the Kia feelings. Maybe
Right.
it's something that he said that was inappropriate. I don't know what it was, but she no longer wants to date him, and she no longer wants to be around him. So um last episode in the last season, the season before this, something happened like this at the end with another couple, and that the lady on that particular show, she decided to leave. She didn't want to date anybody else. She decided to leave. You understand what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Hmm.
So, and she didn't even show up for the reunion. So, you know, although it's a dating show, that's why I said it's too much sexual um behavior that's
Yeah,
going on.
it
You
is.
know, there's a way that you can do things without being so sexual, like that feeding of a pickle. You know what they look like? You understand? And it's on national TV. It's nothing wrong with eating a pickle, but do you know what it look like? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, lovely. See, we know what it looked like, but we won't go there. They should
So,
just do the lightly flirtation. You can do a lightly flirtation without all that sexual stuff in it, and you can get the meaning as well.
oh
They are outright bold with what they want.
yes,
That's
and
all.
like this is the older crew. So I guess they say, okay, everybody's mature, but everybody's not open to that. And you catch a
Yeah.
person off guard. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you ain't been around that person enough. But Carmen gives it. She don't even wait for it. She just give it, rub you here,
Yeah.
and but she uses her words at the same time. Even though she's not one of my favorites, the way she give her attention is through body language.
She got a lot of body language, honey. She got a lot.
So
Some
that's
guys like that.
and some guys like that. Some guys like that. They want to know how you feel, how you be if you stuck up, or any of those things. They want to see how you are around you. So, you know, Joy, I like her, but I think she may be up for elimination soon.
Wow. I was hoping
It's
not, but
I'm not saying it, but I'm saying I believe she will be up for elimination soon. You know what I'm saying?
wow. Yeah.
So
Yeah, because she got her mindset on one guy. She's not doing the process, and that might be the problem.
So Joy and Ace. So Joy and Ace both need to step their game up. But they got a lot of guys that are attractive to Ace. But Joy has to step up her game because at least Clifton, he dated Dakia, and even though he has feelings for Joy, it was his backup plan. You
Right.
understand what
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And he was flirtation. He fed her clams. They had a good conversation, you know, and they were flirtatious. You understand what I'm saying?
They
So
enjoyed each other.
they enjoyed each other company. Even though his number one pick is Joy, but he can still see himself with the Kia also.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't think Clifton is going off the I think Joy will go before Clifton.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm anxious to see who's gonna get who.
Well, we down to six. So when it get down to like the last three, those will be the last three will be the ones who will be on the show. So we've got like probably three or four more shows to go before we find out who picks who. So
So, Lovely C, you really
mhm.
think that Laverne and Joy gonna get eliminated? Those the next two you think gonna get eliminated? That your opinion?
I'm gonna hit you with this one.
Huh?
Did you hear
I
that?
I couldn't hear you.
Did you hear that? You hear that drum beat? We got new things in our thing. How about this one?
Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. Okay.
How
We'll
about
take
it
it.
again?
Okay. All right.
I thought I'd try that one. That's in our new studio.
Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead on with it.
Without saying, let me do it one more time.
Okay. I got you. I got you. All right. Uh-uh.
Okay, so we hate for them people to go home. We don't want them to go home. So y'all, it's been nice. This has been Ready to Love, episode 5, season 6, the backup plan. These were the backup women for this show. So y'all, it's been so nice with y'all. So we had a nice yes, a nice kiki, and it's still laughing, and I ain't do nothing.
Oh my God.
Oh God, this been fun, y'all. So yes, I had to try the new gidgets out. So just to see how I do. And they worked out at the perfect time. So yes, it's been fun. It's been, like I said, Ready to Love. And Prissy, you are killing it, girl. You are killing it. You are doing
I
such a
really
good
enjoy it.
job.
I really, really enjoy it. Can't
We,
wait till the
we
next episode.
I'm gonna give you a clap.
Uh-uh.
Yes, because you're doing it, girl. You are doing it. So, yes, this, like I said, this was the backup plan of the Ready to Love season 5, episode 6. Y'all, they come on tonight at 8 o'clock on episode 7. Watch it. We'll review it next week around this time, either next Thursday or next Friday. I'll put up notification on what day we're gonna do it, but it will be in the daytime because baby boy will be asleep. So taking his nap, and we'll have Prissy all to ourselves. So y'all, without that, I'm gonna play my outro. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all hit that like button and share it, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thank you to all my subscribers, and I'm gonna hit y'all with my intro, and I catch y'all on the next one.
See you
Bye,
later,
Prissy.
Lovely C.
See you later.